Hello everyone, welcome to our new video. In today's video, you will see how to set up Facebook pixel for a lead generation site. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll be using this site for setting up Facebook pixel. So you can see over here, this is a service-based website, and we may call this as lead generation site as well. So my main goal is whenever a user come to this site and fill up this form, and to track this as a lead event, and I'll be creating another two custom events. One will be for 10 seconds users. That means when a user come to our website and stay at least 10 seconds, then I am to create a custom event for 10 seconds users. And I'll be creating another custom event with 50% scrollers, So when a user come to our website and scroll at least 50% of our site, then I am to track this as a scroll 50% event, So we'll be creating those three events, and we'll create some remarketing audience with those events, So hopefully you have understood. So let's do it. So I'll be using Google Tag Manager for setting up Facebook pixel for this site, So make sure you have set up a Google Tag Manager account. So I have already set up a Tag Manager account with the website name. First of all, we need to make a connection between Tag Manager and our website. So for making the connection, I need to go to the admin panel of our site and put the Tag Manager code over there. Okay. So as you know, this is a WordPress CMS. So for going to the admin panel, I just need to enter my website URL over here, and then I'm going to write /wp-admin. Okay, perfect. Then we'll go to the plugin section because we'll install a plugin, and by this plugin we'll implement Google Tag Manager code, So I'm going to click on add new. Then I'll search for a plugin called insert header footer. Okay. Then this one, you can either choose this one or this one. So I have already installed this plugin called WP code insert header footer. So you just need to install it and activate this plugin. So I'm going to go to the code snippet option, and I will see an option called header footer. Okay, so I'm going to click on it. Then I will put the Google Tag Manager header code over here and body code over here. So I'll go to the Google Tag Manager, and if I click on this, then we'll be able to see we have two codes available. One is for header and another one is for body. So I'm going to copy the header code from here and go to the header section and paste it over here. And I'm going to click on save changes, and I'll go to the Google Tag Manager again and copy this body code from here and go to the body section and paste this code over here. So I'm going to click on save changes again. So Google Tag Manager has been installed on our website properly. For checking whether it has been installed or not, I will take the help of an extension called Tag Assistant Legacy. So you can see over here, Google Tag Manager is available. So if I try to match the code, then I can see over here GTM PW7K. So if I go to the Google Tag Manager and see over here GTM PW7K. So both codes are matching. That means Google Tag Manager has been installed on our website properly. Okay. So I will install a template for setting up Facebook pixel for this site. So I'll go to the template section and I'm going to search for a template. Okay. So let's wait a little bit. So I'm going to search for Facebook pixel. Okay, perfect. Then I'll choose this one, Facebook pixel, Facebook archive. So I'm going to click on this arrow and click on this button called add to workspace. So I'm going to click on add. So you can see over here Facebook pixel template has been installed. So I'll go to the variable section because I'll create a constant variable for Facebook pixel ID. So I'm gonna name it as Facebook pixel ID. Okay, so I'm gonna choose variable configuration as constant. Then I need to put the pixel code over here. So I'll go to the business manager and I'm gonna click on business settings. Just wait a little bit. Then I'm gonna click on this three dot called all tools. Then I'll click on event manager. Okay. Just wait a little bit. It might take some time. Okay, then I'm gonna click on connect data sources. And I'm gonna click on web and I'm gonna click on connect. Then I'll name the pixel according to my website. So if I go to my website, the name of my website is dental clinic. So I'll name it as dental clinic pixel. Okay, perfect. Then I'll click on create pixel. Then I need to provide the website URL. So I'm gonna copy the website URL from here and put it in the entire website URL section. Then I'm gonna click on check and I'll click on next. I'm gonna choose do it yourself. I'll click on next again. And for the time being, I'm gonna be choosing metapixel only. So I'll click on next. If I go to the data stream section or data sources section, then we'll be able to see dental clinic pixel is available here. So I'm gonna go to the settings option. Then we'll be able to see pixel ID over here. So I'm gonna copy this ID from here and go to the tag manager and put it in the value section. Okay, so I'm gonna click on save. Perfect. Then the first tag I'll be creating is for Facebook base pixel. So I'll click on new and name the tag as FB base pixel. Perfect. I'm gonna choose tag configuration as this template Facebook pixel, and I'm gonna choose Facebook pixel ID over here. I have already created a Facebook pixel constant variable, so I'm gonna choose it. Then as the event name, I'm gonna choose it as page view. Okay, and from the triggering section, I'll keep it as all pages. Okay, so I'm gonna click on save. Then I'll create a trigger. So before creating trigger, I'll go to the variable section, because if I go to my website and fill up this form demo, okay, then if I click on book now, then we'll see message over here, thanks for contacting us. So we don't see any thank you page URL over here. So we have to use this thank you for contacting us message, and we need to use it either using element visibility, or we need to track it via click class or click ID or click text, so that's why we need to enable some built-in variables. So I'm going to go to the configure section and enable some built-in variables like click element, click classes, click ID, click target, click text, and click URL. And from the form section, I'm gonna enable some built-in variables like form elements, form classes, form ID, form target, form URL, form text. And if I scroll down a little bit, I'll also enable those scrolling events as well. Okay, perfect. So I'll go to the trigger section and create a trigger for all elements, So I'll name it as all element trigger. Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to be choosing trigger configuration as all element. I'll click on save. Okay. So I'll click on preview section and I'm going to submit the lead form. So I need to put the website URL over here and click connect. Okay. Perfect. So we'll be able to see Facebook page pixel is firing over here. Okay. So you can see over here, Facebook pixel is working fine. So I'll I'll fill up this form. Okay. So I'm going to enter all the necessary information from here, and from the message section, I'll write demo and click on book now. And if I go to the tag assistant, then we'll see a click event is firing. So I'm gonna go to the click, and if I go to the variable section, then you can see we have click class, we have click elements, we have click ID. So by those variables, we can create a trigger and track form submission. So you can either use click class or click ID. So for the time being, I'll be, or you can use click text as well, so it's up to you which one you want to use, so for the time being, I'm going to be using click ID, because this is an unique one. So I'm going to be using click ID. So I'll go to the trigger section and edit this all element trigger, and I'm gonna click on this click all element, and instead of choosing all clicks, I'm gonna choose some clicks, and I'll be choosing click ID from here. Then I will choose equals from here, and then I'll paste the value over here that I just copied from here. Okay, perfect. So you can either use click ID or click text, or you can also use click classes, So I'll name the trigger as lead form trigger. Perfect. Then I'm gonna click on save. So I'll go to the tag section and create a tag for Facebook lead. Okay. So I'll click on new and name the tag as AB lead. Okay. So from the tag configuration, I'm gonna be choosing Facebook pixel. Okay, and I'll choose Facebook pixel ID from here. So I'll select Facebook pixel ID, and from the event name section, I'm gonna be using lead. Okay, perfect. Then I'll not give any object properties from here. If you want, you can give, So I can use a object property, which is event name, event underscore name. And if I go to the standard event section and go for click event, then you can copy the event name from here. Okay. So I'm going to give the property value as lead. Perfect. Then from the triggering section, I'm going to be choosing lead from trigger. Okay. Then I'll click on save. Perfect. So let's see whether it is working or not. So for checking, I'll click on preview button. Okay. Just wait a little bit. So you can see we have only event firing, which is FB base pixel. We didn't fill up the form, that's why FB lead event hasn't fired yet. So I'll go to the website and fill up this form with the necessary info, and as messaging section, I'm gonna write demo, and I'm gonna click on book now. We can see over here, thanks for contacting us. We'll be in touch with you shortly. So we'll go to the tag assistant section, and you can see over here, FB lead event is firing. That means the lead event is working properly. Okay. So let's go to the tag manager. And as I already told you, I'll be creating another two custom events. One will be for 10 seconds user, and another one will be for 50-second scroller. So first of all, I will create a trigger. So I'll create a trigger for 10 seconds user. So I'm gonna click on new and name the trigger as 10 seconds user. So I'm gonna be choosing trigger configuration as timer, then event name would be gtm.timer and interval I'm gonna be giving 10,000. Okay, because this section is in milliseconds, so I need to multiply these seconds with thousand. So 1,000 into 10 becomes 10,000. Okay, and as the limit, I'm gonna be giving as it as 1. And from this section, I'm gonna be choosing event. Then I'll choose mass regex, and I'll enter dot star. Okay, perfect. Then I'll click on save and I'll go to the text section and click on new and create a tag for FB 10 seconds users. Okay, from the tag configuration, I'm going to be choosing Facebook pixel and I'll choose Facebook pixel ID from here. So I'll be choosing this one. And from the standard event, you will not see any events called 10 seconds users. So we'll be using custom events. So I'm going to name it as 10 seconds users. Okay. So you can name it as per your requirements, Then I will not provide any object properties over here. So from the triggering section, I'll be choosing 10 seconds user. So I'm going to click on save. So let's see whether it is working or not. So for checking this trigger is working or not, I'll go to the preview section and I'm going to click on connect. So if I stay in this website for at least 10 seconds, then an event will be fired, So let's wait for 10 seconds. So hopefully we have spent more than 10 seconds. So let's go to the tag assistant section, Then you can see over here, every 10 seconds user has been fired. Okay, that means this tag is working properly. So I'll go to the tag manager and go to the trigger section and create a new trigger for 50% scroll defaults. Okay, so I'm gonna click on new and I'll name this as 50% scroll depth users. Okay, so as the trigger configuration, I'm going to be choosing scroll depth and I will choose horizontal scroll depth and I'll give 50% over here. Okay, then I'll keep this one as window load. Okay, and I'll keep it as all pages. So I'm going to click on save. So I'll go to the tag section and create a new tag for FB 50% scroll depth, 50% scroll depth. Okay, then as the tag configuration, I'm going to be choosing it as Facebook pixel and I need to choose Facebook pixel ID from here. So I'll choose it from this section, and if I go to the standard event section, then we'll not get any events called 50% scroll depth, So I'm going to be choosing custom from here and we'll name it as 50% scroll depth users. Okay, perfect. Then from the triggering section, I'll be choosing this trigger 50% stored depth user. So I'll click on save. For testing whether this tag is working or not, I'm gonna go to the preview section. Okay. Let's wait a little bit. I'm gonna click on continue and we'll go to the website. And if I scroll at least 50% of this website, then an event will be fired called 50% stored depth user. So I'll go to the tag assistant and you can see over here 50% stored depth is firing, you know. So if I stay more than 10 seconds, then a event will be firing as well. And if I fill up this form, a lead event will also be fired. So I'll click on this book now button and go to the tag assistant, and you can see everything is working properly. FB base pixel, FB lead, FB 10 seconds user, FB 50% scroll depth. So hopefully you have a clear understanding on how we can set up a Facebook pixel for lead generation site or service based site. So if you go to the business manager setting, then within 30 minutes or 1 hour, you will get the data here. And on the basis of those data, you can create some remarketing audience and make some remarketing campaigns, you know. So hopefully you have understood all those things. Yeah, so that's it for this video. If you like our video, then you can subscribe our channel, follow our page. You have a good day. Bye bye.